Hi guys, how are you doing? We're here halfway between Mallow and Cork today, and if you can see it, the farm. It's here at Ford's, Michael Ford. What an absolute place. I'm going in, I was here before, I saw some of it, but I'm back. I have time today, so we're going to go through a shot of the stuff. We're going to turn the camera. Before we do, we have this. There's a backwards or forwards of what way it is now on the camera, but they have a DVD. They do a working day here every September, and we're going to go see some of the machinery and some of the stuff. It's a big open farm. They have machinery, they have horses, they have donkeys, there's sheep, there's pigs, there's go-karts, there's everything for someone. So we're going to turn the camera, we're going to get you a shot of this, and you get, I just want to say the postcode. There's no postcode, but I think they are on Facebook, and we'll go in and see what they have inside, and well worth it. I'm going home watching this after I finish here. Alright guys, that's the sign. The Haystack Cafe and Restaurant. I had some food inside there. Absolutely top notch. Absolutely brilliant. Really hit the spot. The Farm Grenagh. Grenagh. Visit thefarm.ie is the website. They have a massive selection of tractors. Let's go and look at some of the farm machinery they have on display out in the yard before we go look at some of the absolutely fantastic tractors that they have. This is all the restaurant. They do functions, they do parties, they do absolutely everything you can imagine. They have it all here for you. There's a lovely leyland up the yard. There's a Massey Harris and a few more bits. Okay guys, this is some of the implements, we'll call it, that's in for whatever restoration or in for to be done or maybe on display. An old common harrow, triple K, a rotavator, I don't know what you call the thing inside. Is that a Massey Ferguson discer, a hay turner, a bigger hay turner, a single top harvester. This thing I would call a cock pheasant. Sometimes I'm wrong. It would be the first time I was wrong. I had one of them and I got rid of it because my young fella should be climbing up on it, and I just thought they were a bit sharp and I was afraid he was going to get hurt, so I got rid of it before something happened. Here's the Ferguson banana loader. These are stuff that he was there to go through and that he has to put to use. Another Ferguson inside. A couple more Ferguson, another Ferguson there. Rotavators, discers. What's that? I can't see a badge in it. Ferguson plows. This yoke I was looking at, right? I was highly impressed by this yoke. This is a cool tractor, okay? She's just a normal Ferguson 20, right? With a lighting kit, mowing bar in the back. But this yoke, never ever before did I see one. And what it actually is for, Michael was telling me, that it's for driving along and you'll be cutting the grass, right? And this will rise out the cock pheasants or the birds. It'll drag along the grass. So when your mowing bar comes on, it gives the birds a chance to get out of the way with the grouse and everything else. I was looking at this one, if I can go in and get a better look at it. It's a Massey Ferguson. She has the one headlight, but look, she has the reduction gearbox. Now I've seen a reduction gearbox in plenty David Browns in the 80s. I had one with a reduction gearbox, but I don't think I've ever seen a Massey Ferguson with a reduction gearbox on it. Of course, the Massey Ferguson planter, potato planter, you would drop your potato down here, and you would fill this bin of potatoes, right? The person will sit here and you'll just drop your spud down. It'll open it up and that's it. Oh lads, I would stay here all day. Massey Ferguson baler is another lovely baler below. We're going to look at that in a minute. There's an 1180 down the yard. There's Massey Ferguson trailers. Lads, this place, let me turn the camera if I can. This place is definitely well worth coming to. And like I said, look, if you want to see this video, they have it. You can get it here online. They do a working day the first week of September every year. They do a working day. This is well worth coming to. Now, if you can't, this is the next best thing. Get onto them. And 1940 machinery from the 1940s to the 1990s. 2-disc box set, 115 minutes, lads. It's online, they tell me. I think it's €20. This is, I'm going home watching this, so we're going to go with that. Let's go and we'll check out some of the tractors and the other sheds. And I'm really looking forward to this. I'm supposed to come here with about 2 years. I'm here today, so we're going to make the most of it. We're probably going to take 3 or 4 hours to go through everything and I put up some pictures as we go there as well. All right. Hi guys, some more of the stuff here. An absolutely minter of a Ford 4000. She's, like you can see it, it's just a smashing tractor. Now he has a 2000 as well. I think he said that was a selector drive. Not too sure, I think that's the one with one gear stick. Morris Minor van, smashing van. They have plans for it. They're going to advertise the restaurant and stuff on the back of it. A Massey Ferguson 4-board plough and a Fiat. Now, I think that's kind of it. Oh, there's a Ford 7.6 above there. But look at that. That is an absolutely smashing tractor. McHugh tractors. What? That is a minter of a tractor, lads. Just absolutely mint. A 7090 89G. Like, they had a habit of the cabs rusting in them, but that cab is perfect. I think the cab, open to correction, the cab was it designed by designed by Ferrari? There's some, or Porsche, there's some connection there, I'm not too sure, someone can tell me. This tractor, believe it or not, I was reading about this tractor only a couple of weeks back. This tractor was actually sold in the Cambridge auction very, very recently. It's a Fordson, right? We all know it's a Fordson, 4-cylinder petrol, very hard to start. They had a habit of breaking hands. But going back, I think sometime in the 30s, Henry Ford the company decided they weren't going to build tractors anymore in Ireland. They were going to move the whole lot to England. So there was tractors, there was pieces ready to go, like all this would have been in Cork at one stage. But look, you can see it there, made in the Irish Free State. She has a PTO. I don't think I've ever seen one of these with a PTO before. But it was actually made in the Irish Free State, it says on it, but it was actually assembled in the UK. This tractor was sold very recently in the Cheffins auctions in the UK. Now, if you want to see this tractor in the coming weeks, I think in the coming probably 3 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time maybe now, it's going to be in the Cork Summer Show in Ballincollig. The plan is to carry it there at the moment anyway. 265 again, I think this is a McHugh's tractor again. It is, so look up in the bonnet. What a tractor. This tractor is absolutely spotless. So look at the tyres, perfect. Like, everything here is just, beautiful. I could actually give days. I could give days here. There's plenty to do for the wife and kids while you're busy looking at tractors. 135, 110% completely original. It came with a beat bucket, a block, the whole lot in the back of it. This is just an absolutely smashing tractor. Mick told me that this was all perfect, but when it was coming over in the lorry, I suppose the wind off the lorry broke it out. But look, it's probably gone hard and a bit weathered. 148, not multi-power, I was looking at it, but look, again, just a smashing tractor. Like, it's just a perfect, like, these tractors are perfect. And if you want to see these tractors in action around the first Sunday in September, come down here and see what they have. It'll be well worth the journey. Again, this is probably the other thing, other Ford. I can't think of anything else around the place. A 6810, 1993, Donegal registered. She has dual power, like Super Q cab. Like, whoever done this tractor, I think he said he bought this on Dundee. Whoever done this tractor done an absolutely smashing job. Like, there isn't a thing out of place in this tractor. It's a fantastically restored tractor. Again, Massey Ferguson trailer. I don't know who makes them or who did make them or anything like that, but look at the back of the Ford. She's just perfect. The mud guards, everything. What a tractor, lads. And of course, we have the Massey Ferguson trailer. Gone trailer. Like I said, if you want to see these in action, you need to come down here. Look up on Facebook, and you need to come down here. The farm That's it's called, the farm. I must look it up actually, see what they go under on Facebook. But it's down as the farm. It's halfway between Mallow and Cork City on the Mallow, on the new road is what they call it. But look, yeah, let's go to the next shed and see what's there. Oh my God, lads, look at this. Look at that. We'll start at the beginning. You know, I never saw, well, I didn't. I saw pictures of one of these. This is the original tractor. This is the Ferguson Brown. And for those of you who don't know the history, Harry Ferguson designed the 3-point linkage behind. Okay, that's what Harry Ferguson designed. It's on every modern tractor up until this very day, unless you go to America and you go some of the massive high horsepower tractors. But he designed the 3-point linkage. Couldn't get anyone to take up his design or to put his design into use. So he convinced David Brown, which this is a Ferguson Brown. He convinced David Brown to do it. There was a Ferguson Black before that. I think they had a Coventry engine. They were built in very, very small numbers. But he convinced David Brown to put his linkage on the back of a tractor. And he went on from there. Himself and David Brown had a falling out. Some people say the falling out was that Harry Ferguson wanted to keep the tractor the way it was, and David Brown wanted to actually make a bigger tractor. You know, there was a bit of a thing that Harry Ferguson wanted 2 gears, two forward gears and a reverse. David Brown actually convinced him to put in a road gear, which is, we say, gear number 3. He didn't have a falling out with David Brown, and he went over to America and had a partnership with Henry Ford, which, look, if you look here, the Ford with the Ferguson system, what an absolute beautiful tractor. This is the Ford with the Ferguson system. Again, this cost millions. This cost millions in court because they had a falling out, and when they had a falling out, he actually went on then to make his own tractors for a while, which is that one. It's the Ferguson with the Continental engine. But then eventually he signed up with Massey Harris, which we'll go over there and we'll look at Massey Harris in a second. Look at all the combines. 148 with multi-power. So he joined up then with Massey Harris. Massey Harris being an American company, become a Massey Harris Ferguson. This is the Ferguson Gold Belly 35. Now, this tractor can cause a bit of a debate. Fellas have debated about this tractor for a long time. The gold. Where does the gold come from? Right? I done a small bit of research into it. To me, the gold is actually Massey Harris, because the Massey Harris tractors had a gold engine. So I reckon this was kind of the peacemaker between the staff, between whatever both companies, to get them to amalgamate. So look, the gold, the grey, so that's it. Massey Harris 333, gold engine. So am I right or am I wrong? It's up to you. You're the boss. 165. Beautiful. These are a beautiful tractor. They're 165 because the bigger brother, the 95, was sold in America. Massey Ferguson 130. I don't think I actually ever saw a 130 before. I know I saw the 133, but the 130 I didn't. 135, 165. For a poster. My God, I'd love to have that poster at home. There's a radio there in the background. A 165, a 175 multi-power, and the 1100 Massey. Mick was telling me about this. He said that when they were designed, I know it was a bad design or what, but there's actually no brakes in it. The brakes are hydraulics, and the brakes only work while the tractor's running. So there's actually no brakes in the tractor when she's turned off. And of course, this beauty here, an absolute legend of a tractor, the Massey Ferguson 1200, the first articulated tractor to be probably fully marketed and fully sold in the UK and Ireland. Of course, the baby brother of the 1500, which there was a few of them around, and there's a couple of 4840s and 4880s working in the UK. Again, there was a couple of issues with this tractor. They upgraded it, and now you can get the Massey Ferguson 1250, which is rarer again and making serious money. These are the smashing tractors. I had one, had to sell it, I suppose, for whatever. I was probably never going to finish it. It's a bit like the Belarus. Was never going to finish it, but look, it's there. That's it. If you want to see these working, remember around the first weekend in September, weather permitting. Look at this for a beaut. An absolute weapon of a tractor. Massey Ferguson 2680 two-wheel drive. Very rare to see them with the engine covers. Most of them don't have the engine covers. These are just like, I'm 6'2", and that's up to my head. These are a weapon of a tractor, lads. The size of the tyres in the back of it. They're slow. They're very slow. But you got the weight wheels in the back. Inside, 178. He told me it came from County Clare. She got the aluminium headlights. So I don't know how country it was sold in or when they came to Ireland first. Two-wheel drive, 178. Again, weighted back wheels. 165. What a beautiful tractor. Like, I would love to know how many hours in total we'll say 165s have up. It must be gone into the millions and millions. Like, they all have minimum of 5,000 hours, you could say, on average. So how many was built altogether? Multiply that by 5,000. 188. Again, beautiful tractor, weighted wheels again. 168. These are all here for you to see. Come down and see them. A 148 with multi-power, completely original tractor. Mick told me they used to use it on the farm, but they don't use it in the farm no more because they didn't want to wear down the tyres anymore. It's actually got the original tyres on the tractor, and there's just a little with 5,000 hours on the tractor. And it's fully original cab, fully original paint. Watch Cork Farm Machinery. Combines. Well, we look at a couple of the implements first. Massey Harris drill, hedge cutter, fertilizer spreader, another drill, a plough. This plough, if you can't. Oh, Sherman made this plough. Now I don't know whether it's Sherman tanks, the same company or not, but they made the plough for the Ford 9N. That was the plough designed for the Ford 9N. Ferguson link box, the scraper box. Kind of more scrapers as Ferguson saw. And look at this, a Massey Ferguson cedar again. But it's completely original. Okay, it probably did get a coat of paint at some stage. But like, it's just absolutely spotless and in perfect condition. Massey Harris again, Massey Harris baler. Now, I did have a video done on one of these with Brendan Ferris in Beaufort, one of them working if you want to see it. But he has the two-cylinder Farmall Cub engine on his baler. But what a baler, what an absolute beauty of a baler. We have a selection of combines then. Don't even ask me the combines. I know nothing about combines. Apparently, I'm on a promise that I'm going to be driving one next September. So hopefully, Massey Ferguson 510, brilliant combine. He said that he actually has the original owner's manual, the original toolbox, the original everything is still inside with that combine. And yes, it is working. They're all working. They're all cutting corn every year here. What is that? 187. Again, just lovely combines. This combine, I remember this combine. I came across this combine before today. I went to school in Tralee, and this combine was actually inside in the community college in Tralee, going back in the early 90s. They actually had it as a project. It was a project combine inside there, and they ended up buying it here, and it's here since. It's a bagger, you can see that it'll go in. There's actually, she's actually completely original again. There's an electric header on it. The switch for the headers there. There's lights, everything. A lot of it is made out of aluminium. It's just a fabulous, just the technology is just brilliant. Like they're the same as a Thrasher, really. It's like a Thrasher on wheels. They're just pure basic, but it's just, they are what they are. Come down here. This Mick thinks was possibly the first tanker combine. Well, we'll say that one is a bagger. She fills the bags there. But this was the first combine to be sold in Cork. As far as they can make out, it was sold in O&K garages, wherever they were, inside in Cork. And it was the first combine to be sold inside in Cork with a tanker. First in the whole lot of County Cork. So there's another one over there. I don't know what that one is. A big 520 Massey. Again, very original, beautiful combine. And of course, O'Leary's how they started out. Originally was making silage trailers. He could tell me that he made a double axle trailer going way back in the 70s for a fella, and fellas thought he was mad. They thought he was gone absolutely out of his mind. We have a couple of Danias. Of course, the Dania trailed combine, and we have the Dania D900. And what's this one? We have a Dania, a D1200. Of course, Dania ended up being bought out after by Massey Ferguson. So just history. The history is here if you want to see it. We've one more shed. That's the sign there. I know we can get a sign outside. The farm, Grenagh, Grenagh. It's halfway between Mallow and Cork. Lads, this place is brilliant. I have a 18-month-old outside in the yard on pedal tractors and everything, and he's having the time of his life. So let's run down to the last shed, and lads, which one will he give me to drive in September, I wonder? That one? Right, guys, this is kind of it. This is the last shed. Massey Ferguson 828 baler. I don't think I ever saw one. We were looking at them there. We figured that it's probably from the 1980s, the mid-80s. There's an older baler down the yard. We saw it in the first half of the video as well. Massey Ferguson trailed single chop harvester, bit like the Kid trailed one. Mingley. Some people don't like the Mingley. I like the Mingley. Mingley have a bit of a story with him, but sure, look, that's the way it is. New Holland. Is it New Holland or Clayton? I'm not too sure. It's probably New Holland. Thrasher, J. Christensen, Maker, something, I'm not too sure. I was looking at one of these trailers. I actually had the opportunity to buy a trailer very similar to this a couple of years ago, but what did I need it for? I didn't. It's actually a screw tip. Two fellas would turn the auger here and turn it inside, even the jack. It's just lovely, lovely little trailer. A very original trailer, probably built after the war. Yeah. Ferguson muck spreader, two of them. This one is ground driven. Completely original. This is completely original. Lads, this is just, that is a thing of beauty. That is a thing of absolute beauty. Another Ferguson muck spreader, slightly newer, obviously with the PTO shaft. But again, original, never painted, never anything. That's some of the stuff here is just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic stuff altogether. Reaper and binder. We all know about the Reaper and binder. We have Massey Ferguson 702. I think, I could be wrong, I think they're based on the one, is it a 135? And we have the 50B inside. And we have a couple of more tractors in the back. What's that? I don't know, lads. I could actually give, I'm after giving all day here. And a class combine. Just absolutely fantastic. The Reaper and binder, beautiful. Of course, the Reaper and binder. They use the Reaper and binder before they trash it. Of course, yeah. Reaper and binder will cut it first, put into the yard, and they go from there then into the shed, and it would be stacked inside in the yard and ready for the trasher to come. Lads, I could give all day here. Oh, and there's another New Holland over in the corner there. I never saw that one earlier on. All right, stay where you are. All right, guys, that's kind of it. Thanks, and give a like and give a subscribe. If you want to see any of this, lads, in Grenagh, halfway, like I've said to you, halfway between Mallow and Cork, this is actually brilliant. Look them up on Facebook, they're there. Now, if you can't get here and you want to see these tractors in action, turn it the right way, they have this video. Working at the farm with Massey, okay. They have it here. You can also buy it online, or they have it here, right? DVD, I think it's €20. You can buy it online. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going home tonight and I'm going watching this because there's nothing else on television. But if you want to see all this stuff, all the combines over there, the whole lot working, all that combines, the whole lot. I don't know if put the Massey Harris's working or not, but sure, who knows? It's all going to be a surprise. It's all here. The back of the video, they have a Dania. Oh, they have a class trail combine as well. And if you can't, get here. And lads, well worth the viewing. Alright? Give a like, give a subscribe, guys, and we'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. Bye now.